Hi everyone, today I'm going to be answering the questions that you sent me. So it's the Q&A and I am answering your questions. So I'll get straight on to it. I've got all the questions here on my phone. I'll just find now, I'm unprepared. Right. So thank you so much for all your questions, and just one thing, if I get your name wrong, like pronounce it wrong, I'm so sorry, so please forgive me. First question is from SH Weird Makeup Nerd. Were you afraid to put your first video up on YouTube? I was terrified. If you look back at my older videos, I didn't show my face at all. It was just like showing lash things and so forth. But yeah, when I did show my face, I was totally terrified. But I'm so glad that I did it now. Thank you for your question. If you're thinking of doing it, then just do it. The next question is from Captain Summer. I just wanted to ask you what you do for a living, and also, do you want kids in the future? So what do I do for a living? When I was 16, I left school. I went straight into a crappy factory. I was a welder there. I went there mainly because my mum, my dad and my sister worked there. I've been there like 16 years, but the only thing is, the last couple of years there, I started suffering really badly with migraines, and it's not just like the occasional migraine. It was like a migraine for a whole month. Every month it was constantly there. I went to see doctors, even had scans on my head and so forth. They couldn't find nothing. And then the doctor said, it's not doing you any good, you need to get out of there because it's so noisy in there, especially even if you've got like earplugs in. So the doctor said, I suggest you come out of there, so I did. And now I am a cleaner. You may think, oh, a cleaner, but it's something I love doing. I'm a bit obsessive really with cleaning. I do it 3 times a week. And I really enjoy it. And believe it or not, when I was working before in that factory, I was working like 5 days a week, and now I'm cleaning just for 3 days, and I'm getting more money for 3 days than I was 5. So that's what I'm doing now, and I also make and sell cards and jewellery, so that brings the money in as well. Do I want kids in the future? Some of you may know this and some of you may not know this. We've been having IVF, so yes, we want kids. I've had 4 goes at IVF. The first one, the cycle, was free. We could only get 1 free go, and then the other 3 times I had IVF, it was from my eggs were in storage. The first time we had IVF, it worked. We was over the moon, so excited. And then 2 weeks down the line, found out it was an ectopic pregnancy. So I had to go into hospital, have my 1 tube removed and my other tube tied, so it wouldn't happen again in my next cycle. The second time IVF didn't work, 3rd time didn't work, 4th time I got pregnant, happy again, but then I had a really early miscarriage. But next year, hopefully, fingers crossed, we are going to have another try. So yes, I do want kids in the future. Next question. Thank you for your question. And the next question is from the Happy Wallflower. What inspired you to start making YouTube videos? What inspired me really was lash. I see everybody was showing their lash, and like Philip said to me, well, why don't you do that? Because you've got loads of lash and you know what you're talking about when it comes to lash. And I thought, oh, I couldn't do that. And he said, yeah, go on. Then I came across the beauty community, and I must say the beauty community on here is fantastic. I've made some really good friends. I just love making videos. So I hope I answered that okay. Secondly, who are your favourite more famous YouTubers? My favourite more famous YouTubers are Fleur de Force, Dolly Bobo, Tiffany D, Sprinkle of Glitter, can't think of any more. And then who are your lesser known YouTubers? My lesser known YouTubers are Chucky Kaz. If you haven't subscribed to her, go and check her out. She's wonderful. Shell X85X. Now she has quite a few subscribers. If you aren't subscribed, then go and check her out. That's Shell X85X. She's wicked. The next one is Kerry Loves Glam. Again, a wicked girl, lovely. If you haven't checked her out yet, go and check her out. It's Kerry Loves Glam. SJ531, she's from America. It's a lovely Sarah Jane. Again, she's wicked. Go and check out her videos. So that's SJ531. And the last one is Jessica Mal 78. She's also from America, and again, wicked, does great videos. So go and check her out. That's Jessica Mal 78. And the next question from the Happy Wallflower is a random one. Which celebrity would you like to swap lives with for one day? This is hard because I don't really follow the celebrity. But there's one celebrity I absolutely adore. She's like my girl crush. That's Jennifer Lopez. She's gorgeous. She's got a wonderful body. So yeah, I'd like to be her for the day. Thank you for your questions. And then a question from Eloise Woodward. She asked, are you married? No, we are not married, but I am engaged, as you can see here. We've been engaged now for 16 years. And that I know one day, like I've always said, I want a child before we get married, so it can be like part of our special day. But we get married one day, even if we're not successful and don't have kids, and we are definitely going to get married one day. So yeah, one day. Thank you for your question. The other question is from Gordon's Girl 2. What things would you take on a remote island? Suntan lotion, number 7 BB cream, and number 7 mascara. That was easy. Roro27, what's the most terrifying thing that's happened to you on a ghost hunt? Nothing really terrifying has happened to me. It was the last one we went on, when I see shadows. It wasn't just like one shadow, it was 3. I was petrified. I couldn't move, I couldn't speak. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing, so that freaked me out. The other thing was like the fingernails running up and down my legs. I did not like that at all. That really freaked me out. Thank you for your question. Princess Attitude 99, what's your favourite makeup brand and product? If I just grab something here, by knocking everything else off, I'm not prepared at all. High-end would have to be Urban Decay, just purely for their naked palettes. I'm sure you've all seen these before, but they're great quality. I have the second one as well, but this one was the only one I could reach. So high-end, Urban Decay, and Benefit. Lower end, I love Maybelline makeup. Any Maybelline makeup, I think it's a fantastic brand. And then another one is Sleek. Just purely for their palettes. I think I've got about 5 palettes now. But yeah, Sleek for their palettes, wonderful. Thank you for your question. The next questions are from ShellX85X. If you could be another YouTuber for the day, who would you be and why? I would definitely, that would have to be Fleur de Force. Number 1, purely because she's absolutely stunning. And another one is she goes to LA and everywhere, which I wish I could do. So yeah, I'd like to be Fleur de Force for the day, hopefully when she is in LA. That would be great. What's your most disliked makeup item in your collection? I have 2. Again, I'm not prepared at all. The first one is the Superdrug BB cream. Hate it. It's horrid. And the second one is the Soap and Glory Glow All Out. This is a highlighter, as you can see here. but it's just pants. It's really, really chalky, and it is just horrid. And it, like, if you've got fine lines, it goes into your fine lines, and yeah. So those are the two products that I really dislike. And then she asked, your favourite place to shop. I don't know if you mean like favourite shopping, like mall to shop, or shops. So I'm going to answer this in two ways. My favourite like mall places to shop are the Merry Hill Centre, then Chester, and also boring Merry Hill. Those are the places I like to shop. The best shops I like going in are, of course, Boots, Superdrug, River Island, Topshop, and what you doing? Want to give me a kiss? And Primark. And then she goes on to ask, have you ever met any other fellow YouTubers? No, I would absolutely love to meet some fellow YouTubers, because again, I said I've made some really, really good friends on here, and I love to meet them one day. So no, not at the moment, but one day, hopefully. So I'm going to end this here now, and I'm going to be doing part 2. I sort my dog out, and I will see you again. Look at the camera. And I will see you again in my next video. Okay, take care. Bye.